Robert Kiyosaki talks about some investments, pretty good ones, that are only available to a certain type of investor. Do you know what he's talking about? Hi, I'm Rebecca. Thanks for joining me on the Mama Lorian Way and 30 Days of Money Tips, where I'm sharing some strategies and information about wealth building and money that I've learned along my journey. Robert Kiyosaki does talk about certain types of investments that are only available to certain kinds of investors. So there are 3 types of investors according to the U.S. Security and Exchanges Commission. And these types were made by the SEC to protect investors from bad investments. So they're non-accredited, accredited, and sophisticated. So an accredited investor means that you earn more than $200,000 a year if you're an individual, and as a married couple, more than $300,000 a year, and or your net worth is over $1 million, not including your primary residence. Rules change all the time. That's what it is in October 2021. Accredited investors, because of their net worth or their track record of being able to consistently make a high income, are deemed okay by the SEC to make certain kinds of investments that may be more risky and have higher yields or higher returns. Sometimes these investments are kind of secret because they're not available to the general public, and they tend to get returns of at least 10% a year, 15% a year, 20% a year, way higher than your 0.001 savings account, right? Non-accredited means you don't qualify as an accredited investor and you don't have access to these deals. So if you go to a site like Realty Mogul, if you're non-accredited, you may not even be shown certain investments, or you may be able to see they exist, but you won't be able to see the details of the offering because you're not accredited. These are these kind of secret deals. And if you're non-accredited, you're kind of just stuck with being able to invest in a real estate investment trust. So the SEC has put that in there to protect you from making bad decisions that you might lose your money, but then you don't get access to the deals, and that's because of the government regulations. And even on sites that crowd startup companies, there are 2 levels. There's the entry level where you'll be able to see everything. It's the non-accredited one. And then if you go through the process and show you are accredited, then the curtain gets drawn back and there's all these other deals. It's like with a room where it happens, that are shown to accredited investors. And there's a 3rd category, sophisticated. Now, sophisticated means you don't have the income or the net worth of an accredited investor, but it's almost a little bit better to start out like this because it means you know stuff. You have developed an education or self-education, a group of relationships with people who know what they're doing. You are able to vet the deals because of your brain and not because of your wallet. And at that point, you become eligible for some of the deals only accredited investors are privy to, because you understand the deals and the risk. And in some ways, I'm going to say being sophisticated is better than being accredited. Like we've all heard of, Dr. Rich Uncle Joe, who invested all his money and then got scammed and lost it. Well, he was accredited. He had enough money, but he wasn't sophisticated. He wasn't educated. He wasn't savvy, and he didn't understand how to look at deals. Sophisticated investors have a better chance to succeed because they understand the facts, the information, and the strategies. And of course, I guess the best would be to be both accredited and sophisticated, have the money and have the financial savvy to make good decisions. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Rebecca. 30 Days of Money. Like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.